Freggo, and I don't know if you know Gaucho restaurants, but they're an Argentinian steak chain, and they came to us and said, we've got this fantastic ice cream, it's really, really, really expensive, and we want to get people to come to our stores and buy this ice cream. And really what this is a story about a sampling campaign, but using digital to do that. Because the difference with this ice cream is that because it's so expensive, it's not like you go into the store and there's a million different colours and flavours there that you can all see in sort of different colours. What you have instead is big tubs, and you can't actually see the ice cream, you just have to taste it. And we realised at that point, as an advertising agency, that was one of the key things that would unlock this brief for us and the idea that we came up with. Because the brand truth was, actually, we had to get people to taste it. But when it's a very expensive ice cream, your audience has to be a little bit more sophisticated, and they're not going to be taken in by going into Waitrose and just buying a little tub here and there and doing a tasting campaign. So what we did was we turned the tasting experience into something interactive and digital. And we did that by basically creating an application that allowed people to see taste and their own specific taste for the very first time. So what we did was we went to the Institute of Flavorists, and we did a massive taste test across all their ice creams, and we got the flavorists to give criteria, so whether it was tangy or it was creamy, against each of their ice creams. We had a massive taste test, and we had set a series of data points against those, and we turned all those taste tests into data, and then we got an artist to basically visualize that taste for people. So it was basically taking that data point and going, Dolce and Malbec tastes like this. Malbec and berries, it tastes like this. It looks like this. But what was different about this application was we allowed people to tweak their sensations and feelings of the taste. So then when they looked up on the screen, they could see their individual artist representation of that taste. Because what we did was we took the artist built a database of all the data, he appended his visuals to that, and then we built a front-end system which was shown digitally. And so what we did then was we said this would be a fantastic way in store for people. As they go in store, they'll be able to take a taste of their ice cream, share it with the log what their visual was, and then be able to share that with their friends via Facebook or email, so you're collecting the data at the same time as doing that. And what was great about it was because it created so much of a stir, we were able...
Just to let you know that Track 1 Theatre Road connected screen presentation from Freggo, the ice cream launch from Peloton, OgilvyOne. It's getting underway, fascinating presentation. So
it's already underway.
Connected screen, Track 1 Theatre Freggo case study. Dominique Bergantino from OgilvyOne, please take your seats. Thank you.
So where was I? So because we had this unique way of seeing taste, and we had used Andrew Shoburn, who is quite a well-renowned artist, we were actually able to hold almost a private viewing, so that people could come to a gallery, and we hired a gallery. We let people come and see the artist's representation of that ice cream and visuals, and we also let people taste it and play with the actual application. So you could have two people playing at the same time, tasting the same ice cream, but seeing a very different experience in terms of the work. So I'm just going to show a little video, and then if you've got any questions, please do give me a shout.
Freggo is a premium ice cream that's unknown in the UK. We needed to establish it as a superior ice cream to trendy, urbane Londoners who are prepared to pay for quality, and increase sales at Freggo's West End store. But you can't just tell this lot that Freggo tastes different. You have to show them. So we created a 21st century sampling campaign that would appeal to this uber cool group of Londoners. We invented a way to show people the taste of Freggo by visualizing taste for the very first time. Everyone's sense of taste is unique to them. So we formulated a taste test that would capture that data accurately. Then, a digital artist was commissioned to translate the data into a series of unique visualizations, showing people what their taste of Freggo looks like. Getting this kind of target audience to attend a sampling event is impossible, but invite them to an art exhibition at a well-known gallery instead, and they'll come in their droves. Once there, we revealed the source of the imagery and served up lots of flavours to sample. They could also take the taste test and create their own unique piece of art. This could be shared via Facebook and other social channels. Nearly 500 people came to the exhibition, many of whom shared their unique art online, extending the reach of a simple sampling campaign to over 1,000 people. And in the 12 days following the event, footfall at the store increased by 350% and sales by 150%. The taste test is now a permanent feature at Freggo, building their database and continuing to create word of mouth.
I don't know if you've got any.
Freggo is a premium ice cream that's unknown in the UK.
Do you want to turn that? Cool. I don't know if you've got any questions or. No. Yeah, what they have is they put it in store now. So the actual iPad sits in store, and so every time someone comes into the store, they can have a play when they are buying the ice cream. So they get on average about 200 to 300 people a week completing the taste test, and because you have to put on your email address and all those things and to be able to share it, then they're building their database each week from that. The other interesting thing was that Freggo, although it's very small as a brand here in the UK, it's massive in Argentina. And so the Freggo guys came over then, they saw it in store and then wanted to put it in their stores in Argentina as a kind of, I mean, it makes a nice little standalone application because it's a little iPad that sits there, and then you buy your ice cream and then you can sit there and do a little taste test at the same time. But I think the interesting thing about it was because it's interactive and shareable, you're able to sort of almost spread the word, a little bit more of that experience rather than just taking something and throwing it away when you're doing a standard sampling campaign. And the other thing that happened was when we were doing it, Clear Channel really loved the way that the visuals looked and the way in which it showed digitally. So they put it on their screens all over London, which was really nice on the night of the gallery. And what would have been great, what the next step that we wanted to take with Freggo would have been if you could have had that linked up in some way so that you would have actually had individuals' tastes popping up on that screen all the time. That would have been fantastic. Any other questions? No. Okay. Thank you.